favorite na favorite din ko. He said, she said, with today's topic is unrequited love worse than forced marriage. With us to give us their views on this are Dino Flores and Chris Frelich. Okay. Good morning, Dino. Biglang ganun. Good morning, Dino and Chris.
Good morning.
Welcome to Rise and Shine.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Bakit parang bigla kayong tumahimik?
Okay, but first things first, let us ask them to define what is unrequited love and forced marriage in your own humble opinion.
You first, Chris.
What is unrequited love? That's a little bit hard to tell. What I think is if someone is into you and is not returning your love,
Yes.
that's what I think is unrequited love.
Yep.
A forced marriage is if you have to marry someone you don't really love, but you have to because there are certain circumstances.
Mitigating factors.
Yeah,
like
that's what you call
whatever.
pikot in Tagalog.
Yep, Picot.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Dino?
Same thing, you know. Picot is forced marriage, and she doesn't love you back. You love her, she doesn't love you back, or vice versa. So,
Okay, that's unrequited love.
Yep. I hate it when that happens.
Okay. So which is worse? Yeah. If you are about to choose, if it's a choice between the lesser of the evil, what are you going to choose? Let's just
Forced
say if
marriage
you're-
is worse.
I disagree.
Really?
Forced marriage?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd rather get unrequited love. You'd rather.
No, if it's a choice, you're gonna choose to have a forced marriage than unrequited love.
No, I would rather not have forced marriage.
Yeah.
I would okay. I disagree. Partner, you.
Ako?
Ano mas gusto mo?
Unrequited love. I like
Ako
unrequited
din.
love.
Yeah.
I don't like forced marriage.
Yeah.
You don't
Kasi
like
I
to be
agree.
tied down.
Ako mas gusto ko yung forced marriage. Kasi pwede mong matutunan yun eh.
Pwede ma-develop?
Pwedeng ma-develop.
If you're lucky.
Well,
Yes.
meron. May point ka
other,
doon.
you know,
Yeah.
let's just say, you know, in Chinese tradition,
That's true.
They have this the really traditional. The marriage was forced into them,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, they end up falling for each other.
Sometimes.
Well, if it's unrequited love, you know that the person. It's not reciprocated. You were not forced into the marriage,
Yeah.
but it's reciprocated. So I think that's worse than forced.
Okay, I would like to address this question to Dino because he's single. Okay? Talagang pinagdiinan he's single.
Kawawa.
And I'm single too. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt your love is not returned?
Absolutely. Many times.
Many times.
Probably a few months ago. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I
what
have.
happened?
Let's just say yes.
Uh-huh.
I have been in that situation. So basically, you know, of course you're going to be heartbroken, and but there's a process to getting over. You know, the heartbroken part.
Did you talk to her that I'm so in love with you?
I tried to work it out. I tried my best, and guys aren't very good at that stuff. So.
Okay.
But you know, we tried the most, and we reached an impasse, and so we had to get over it. So you know, you go through the process, anger,
There's
confusion.
5 stages.
Yeah, the stages basically. And I read my mom's Cosmo magazine.
Yeah, you have no other choice
okay.
but move on.
What do you look
have to
for a
move on.
woman?
What do I look for in a woman?
Yeah.
Mostly that we just
She wants to. You want to apply?
Ba? Okay lang yun.
Facebook me. No, I mean, the most important thing is you get along and there's a common ground, and you know, you enjoy each other's company, etc. You know, so I mean, looks are important, but I think it's secondary to that because you know, I mean, there's 24 hours in a day, as my mom said, and you have to spend time with each other, so you need to get along. You know, so
All right,
have things in common.
Sir Chris and Dino, what do you think is the reason why love is unrequited? Unrequited ba? Unrequited?
Unrequited.
Yeah, unrequited or
Unreciprocated.
unreciprocated. Yeah. What do you think are the reasons?
Wow, it's hard to tell why someone is not returning your love. He's not into you. He doesn't like your company or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
You
very,
just
very
don't
hard.
connect,
You
yes.
don't. If you would know it, it would be easier to get over it.
But that's the thing. You wouldn't know right away unless you're already in the
Yeah.
relation.
Do you think, for example, I love someone and the person doesn't love me back? Do you think it's my loss or his loss?
Depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
May pinag-uugutan.
Am I the guest?
Host na guest pa.
Okay, sorry. Please answer.
Yeah, like you said, it depends on. But I think
see?
most of the times it's the loss of the other one because he's not returning the love, and love is a precious gift. I think.
How about you, Sir Dino?
What was the question again?
Yeah, what do you think? I ask you, if you love someone back and then the person doesn't love you, do you think it's her loss or your loss?
That's her loss, absolutely. Because,
wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm willing to do anything, and kung ayaw mo, oh well.
Wag mo.
Yeah.
Okay, dun sa may ayaw kaya Sir Dino, o, di ba, you'll see, ngayon nasa TV na siya, kung ano yung namimiss mo.
Okay, eto.
Na-miss ko.
For our next question. Partner, what would you do if you were forced to marry someone you do not love when at the same time you're having a wonderful relationship to a girl you want to spend the rest of your life with? Let's say you were set up and the girl who set you up is of minor age, is obsessed with you, but she's definitely not your type. However, if you do not marry her, the parents who are influential will file a case against you. Wow, sakit sa bangs, ha?
Bella. In short,
get that?
Yes.
Okay.
What was it?
Ang haba ng question, yes.
Ang haba.
Ang sagot ni Dino. Ayun, Dino.
So which part of the question am I answering?
You have to answer all.
Okay, so what was it again?
Ulitin natin yung question. Biglang ganon.
Ilabas nga ulit po. Para
Ayan.
yan. There.
Ayan, no? What would you do if you were forced to marry someone you do not
Oh,
love?
okay. Well, if I was forced to do it and I had no absolute choice, I mean, and I would make the most of the marriage, you know, just try my best because, you know, she's a person too and I believe in karma, so
What goes around comes around.
yeah, so
huh?
I'll love her as much as I can, try my best, and, you know, if it works, it works. If it
No,
doesn't,
but
it
the
doesn't.
thing here is you like someone else and she's a
Well-
minor. And the parents doesn't want you to be together.
I like somebody else.
Yes.
But
Ako yun,
if I'm being...
Yeah, you like somebody else.
I like somebody else.
Well, I'd have to explain to her my situation, like, you know, and I don't want to go to jail, so I'll have to go
But
to...
you make a lot of connection.
I make a lot of connections.
No, you connect. You really connect with her.
Well, there's no choice. I could go with her and go to jail, then I'll be alone, or I'll go through the forced marriage and try it, and then at some point she'll be legal. And then
Dino
we can
answered this in
divorce.
Tagalog, ha?
No, it's,
In
it's
Tagalog.
too deep.
No, in Tagalog, okay. Pwede bang ma-develop ang pagmamahal?
Pwede. Yeah, it happens.
Are you sure?
It happens.
Okay,
It happens.
kung pwedeng ma-develop ang pagmamahal,
Hindi, kasi kung hindi mo naman siya mahal, pero yun ang kailangan mong mahalin, madidevelop.
You never know, you know, the heart is mysterious, you know, you might connect at some point.
Okay, you guys are contradicting yourself. Sorry, you're contradicting yourself. Kasi sabi mo kanina, yung forced marriage, mas ayaw mo yung forced marriage.
Absolutely.
Pero you just said right now na
Pwedeng
pwedeng
ma-develop.
ma-develop.
Paano nangyari
Yeah.
yun?
You know, things happen. Things happen. Hey, protect me here.
Got your back.
You got my back.
Oh.
Or wait lang, before we fully close this segment, I would like to ask you, because there are a lot of people who are heartbroken right now, especially Christmas is coming soon. And do you have any advice for all those people who are experiencing unrequited love?
You know what?
Look for another one. That helps.
Replacement.
Yeah, look for a replacement. Helps best.
Yeah.
Parang damit
Just-
lang no? Pag ayaw na, bad mo.
Well, life is short, so
Yeah.
just live
Get over
life.
it.
I mean,
Get over
you know,
it.
you only have X amount of hours on Earth, so if you sit there feeling sorry for yourself, you're wasting time. So just force yourself to go out, travel, meet other people. You
Soul
know?
search, soul
Yeah.
searching.
And then help develop yourself, you know, and then the right one will hopefully show up one day. But you
There's
know,
some-
love yourself as well, and just
There's
Live
someone
life.
out there who will return your love.
It's always refreshing talaga to, listen to a point of view ng mga lalaki.
Parang ganun
Yeah.
lang. Palitan ka agad.
Hindi talagang women are from Venus, men are from Mars.
Ako iba yung pananaw ko but I respect your opinion.
Thank you.
well, you have to invite us to Venus so we can learn. I admit my ignorance.
All right. Thank you so much, Dino and Chris, for sharing with us your thoughts on this topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, would you like to greet your families or friends? They
Hi,
might be
family and
watching
friends.
right now.
Miss you, love you. Wish you were here.
To protect you.
Yes. Bodyguard. See?
Yeah.
I have a big bodyguard here.